What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie. Today, I'm going to attempt a full face of makeup with products only from Daiso and the Dollar Tree. Yesterday, I was at Daiso just picking out some stuff, and I was looking at the products. And I never really tried any of the products, to be honest, at Daiso. And I was like, could I make a full face out of these products? And then I went over to the Dollar Tree, and actually the combination of the two stores, I pretty much got every item, every step that I need. So yeah, let's just see what happens. If you want to see more videos such as these, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood, no matter your true pronoun or gender identity. Come join the family. All right, let's get started. I have no primers at all here, but I do have a moisturizer for my lips. We got this Palmer's Cocoa Butter Lip Balm. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe I saw this one in like a soft lips. I used to love soft lips so much. So we're just gonna slap this on my lips. I've bought this before at like a CVS or a Rite Aid full price. So this was $1, stoked. Gonna pop that on. This got SPF 15. And surprisingly, a lot of the face makeup I got has SPF in there. So we'll see if this works out. All right, for foundation, I have a couple choices. So from Daiso, I have this Clean Color Skin Deep Lightweight Stick Foundation in SPF 20. I was a little surprised. All the colors of foundation at the Daiso near my house were quite deep. I would expect there to be like some like really extremely fair colors that maybe I could like mix to make the correct color. But yeah, this was actually the lightest color that I could find. I bought a couple other products just to see what the color was like. This CC cream right here. The texture seemed really nice actually, but again, it was just too deep for me. So I'm kind of bummed about this one because I was kind of banking on this one to work out for me. But yeah, we have other options, so no worries. But yeah, I'm gonna use this alongside with LA Colors Liquid Makeup in Natural, and this is the one that I got from the Dollar Tree. So I think I'm gonna try and put this all over my face and then see what happens. The foundations are the only thing that I swatched beforehand because I just wanted to see which colors were correct, but everything else I haven't opened yet. So let's break into this. Yeah, this one is just this cute little pumpy guy. I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna use my fingers for this one, I think. It's quite creamy. All right, let's see what happens. I don't think it's gonna be crazy coverage from what I can see, but I'm just gonna rub it in. Wait, is everyone seeing that? It's like foaming up. I don't know, man. Okay. Okay, no, it's settling down. It was weird, it was foaming up for a second like it was like a cleanser or something. Let's just try to stick another, just put the rest of this on. I did 2 pumps of that. All right. I think actually, you know what, there is some coverage. I'm like smacking my face right now. I don't know. Let me know if y'all have used these products from the dollar store. I have never. Really first impressions right now. It's more like a tinted moisturizer and it's pretty sticky, but I have a powder, so we'll see if that'll help out. I'm gonna try and use this stick on some certain areas, so let's go for it. Yeah, it's a little dark, but we'll just deal. I'm gonna try and put this, and I'm just gonna blend this in with my fingers too, I think. Let's see what happens. Maybe the 2 products don't like each other too much. Okay, that didn't really do much. You know what, for like $1 or $1.50 though, I'm not expecting too much out of skin products, but I think I'm gonna like at least some of the other products. Like the eyeshadows look really promising. The brow products look promising as well. So I'm looking forward to trying those ones out. But this, you know, it did reduce some of like my little bit of redness. Nothing insane, but let's just say this is a light skin day. For concealer, which I'm gonna put under my eyes, I have this Clean Color Velvet Moisturizing 3-in-1 concealer. I don't really know how this is 3-in-1. I'm going to combine the 2 sides on the back of my hand. Let's just go ahead and try and stick that under the eyes. Grab a bit of that. Oh, okay. I think we're getting somewhere. I think under the eyes, it's doing okay, but I just put some of the excess like underneath my nose for the redness around here. It is a strong smell, really, really strong. Just very like plasticky makeup smell, if that makes sense. But I mean, it's doing its job actually. I'm gonna see if I can cover up this pimple a bit more. My like foundation concealer I think is like pretty good. I do think I got some coverage out of that. I did 2 pumps of the LA Color, and then I did a little bit of this stick foundation, but not too much because the color is not the greatest match. And then I think the champion of the skin products is definitely this 3-in-1 Velvet Moisturizing Concealer because it actually did conceal under my eyes a bit. Everything is quite wet still. So I'm gonna see if I can get this a little bit more set and mattified. I have 3 of these Santee Mineral Compact Powders. I got the 2 lightest colors that they had in Daiso. These are all from Daiso. And I actually got this deeper color to see if I can use this as my bronzer. Okay, so I have O2 Natural here. And then I should have opened these up before the video. 04 True Beige here. And I'm actually going to use some of these little oval sponges from Daiso. I think I'm gonna start off maybe with the lighter one under my eyes and see if that works. So it just like literally comes off like that. I don't smell anything, that's good. It's coming off. All right, let's go for this. Huh, oh my God, it's really mattifying. You can totally see a difference. Completely, you can already. So it's doing its job as a powder, that's for sure. You know what, I think I'm gonna use this color all over my face. This powder is not bad. My face was like really, really sticky before. And now like, it doesn't feel, you know, super smooth and matte, but yeah, it definitely mattified a bunch and it reduced the stickiness like crazy. So I'm like, I think out of actually all the skin products, this powder is definitely the winner. It did its job and it has coverage, so kudos to you, Santee. Let's do some eyebrows now. Okay, so for eyebrows, I have these 2 products from Daiso. This one is a dark brown eyebrow pencil, and here is just another dark brown eyebrow pencil. I just wanted to see the difference between these 2. And then I also have this LA Color 12 color eyeshadow in traditional. And there are a couple browns in here that I think I could use as powder. So I'm gonna use this for my eye look as well as my brows. So I'm gonna open these all up. Okay, so I just kind of tested these out on the back of my hand. This one is the lighter brown down here, and this one is the cooler, darker brown. I like the color of this one better, but I like how this is just like a small pencil, and this one is pretty thick, but you know what? I'm gonna go with this color because I like it better. With the pencil, I just like to kind of underline my eyebrow and then fill in the end a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh. Wow, it's going on a lot easier than it did on my hand for some reason. Maybe because it's catching the hairs. Also, I have a pimple in my eyebrows right now, which is great. This is totally working. Yeah, this is very effective. And the color is great. The thing about eyebrow products that I come across the issue is that the color is always warm brown when I want a cool brown. So this is, yeah, this is great. This worked amazing. If I was like a pencil only person, I would love this actually. It is a little bit softer than the Anastasia one, and I'm not sure obviously how it wears throughout the day, but it applies really nice and the color is great. So yeah, wow, very surprised by this. I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the LA Colors traditional palette. And I don't really have like the tool that I would normally use, but I'm just gonna try and use the little doe foot applicator. So I think that'll totally work actually. We got this right here, LA Colors. Ooh, it is double sealed, which I very much like, because that's the other thing at the dollar store is like everything's kind of open and not sure what's clean. So I couldn't grab a couple things because they were all used. I don't really want to put that on my face. You know, these are the only two matte, oh, that just fell on the ground. Good thing I have more from Daiso. Okay, we're gonna use these ones. These are the only two matte colors in the palette, and it swatches different than I thought it was gonna look, so I think I'm gonna try and use them anyways. So I'm just gonna open up this packet. I have these doe foot applicators from Daiso. I'm gonna pick up some of this one right here and try to apply it to my brows. I think that the pencil did a good enough job on the outsides anyway, so I just need that inside sweep of color. So maybe this is gonna work. I think it's working. I'm just using more product than I thought I would, but maybe it's just getting caught up in the applicator as well. But this is totally working. I usually like to use like a flat shader brush for my eyebrows. So, I mean, not much different, I think. All right, I think my brows are done. Like, I think they look pretty good. I made them like a little bit very extended and pointy. But in terms of like the products I use, I think my eyebrows turned out pretty nice. So we're gonna move on to the eyes now. I'm gonna, again, go into this LA Color eyeshadow nude palette. I'm gonna go ahead and use, oh, I actually have a brush. This is from Wet n Wild. I got this at the Dollar Tree. The small eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. So we have an actual brush. Very, very stiff brush to apply some eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and use this color up here. For my brows, I kind of combined the two matte shades. They really weren't that different in color, but I'm gonna apply this to my eyelid. And I'm actually gonna do a liner today. We'll see how that goes. That's actually maybe the most nerve-wracking thing, other than the skin. When I do a liner, I like to just do a bit of eyeshadow, just as like a nice dry base. So you can see there's definitely some color coming off there. And I'm gonna put it underneath, just drag it a little bit. That was quite light, but that is what I wanted. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a darker color like underneath to see what the payoff is like. But whenever I do eyeliner, I like to keep it pretty light, you know? Yeah, there's some, it has some color for sure. It's not crazy, but I think you could definitely work with this. For $1, most definitely you can work with this. I use a little bit of the darker color underneath and it totally works. So this I use for my eyes and my eyebrows. I'm happy with this for sure. Okay, we're gonna do this LA Colors liquid eyeliner, the ultra fine tip in black. I feel like I can work with this, maybe. I ate pizza really late last night, so it gave me double eyelids. Sometimes if I eat like something that's really salty the night before, my eyelids get bigger when I wake up. So yeah, they're not the most even, but they're both there. I'm just gonna go for it. Huh. Okay, good so far. Ooh, it is very thin. And it's dark. It's thin and it's quite dark. Holy crap. Look at that. It really works. It's really dark, and you know, I'm pretty used to using one of these super thin ones because I really love the Urban Decay. Gosh, I think was it discontinued? I don't know. I'm used to using this from before. It is quite tricky to use, obviously, such a thin one, but then you can be super precise and get like a pretty sharp wing. I'm trying to let it just dry right now because I'm afraid that it might transfer. So we'll see, but I mean, first impression, this is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. I mean, I don't know how it wears, obviously, but I really like how this applied. It's really dark black. I was expecting it to be really watery, to be honest. I was expecting I was gonna have to like do a couple layers, but it applied really nicely. The brush is so thin. You can look at this. Like the application is a little bit wonky on this one, but I got a really thin straight wing, so I'm stoked. LA Colors, liquid eyeliner. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Dollar Tree and like buy a few more. So I have a mascara from LA Colors as well in very black. And I actually have an eyelash curler from Daiso. So I'm gonna open up the eyelash curler first and give it a go. I have the Shuumura eyelash curler. So I know that one was quite fancy, but we'll see how this one compares. I don't know if it was just the way that I was using this, but I definitely pinched my skin a couple times with this one. Yeah, this one's not my favorite, but it did the job. Okay, actually, you know what? I totally messed up. Before I want to go ahead and do the mascara, I wanted to finish up face stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Santee Compact in 07 Tawny. And I am gonna try and bronze up a little bit with it. And for this, I actually have an angle brush. I actually have a large powder brush too. I'll use that one for the blush. So here we go. This one is from Daiso. Yeah, it feels good. I'm gonna grab a little bit. Ooh, good amount. I'm gonna tap it. Okay, let's try and see. Ooh, that works. The color is a little bit warm for me, but totally works. Look at that. So I will say that this powder is sticking a little bit to some patches. It's not the most blendable. I'm having some issues on this side for sure for some reason. But I'm just gonna keep working on it. We're gonna go ahead and get a little blush going. This is from Daiso Santee Sunkissed Mineral Formular, and the color is 3. The outside part is hollow. This part I didn't even notice. I don't know if you can tell at all, but it definitely is hollow. Shout out to all my holosexuals out there. I'm definitely a holosexual. I love Simply Nailogical. Okay, it's pigmented. This is the most pigmented color. Holy crap. This is definitely the most pigmented color. Oh my god. I'm gonna be very careful with this. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, so just gonna pump it on. This is a nice blush color, for sure. Just you have to be careful about how much you apply. Unfortunately, I could not find a highlighter, which I'm pretty bummed about, but I think oh, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can use the color out of here. Okay. My god, this thing is just really working for everything. That totally works. I think that the light is changing a lot outside, so maybe you can't tell, but that totally works as a highlight. Haha. Wait, you can see it. Can you see it? Wow. And I'm gonna plop this one under my brow bone as well then. I just lowered the brightness of my camera a little bit because the sun is starting to come into my place now, so the lighting's changing a little bit. But hopefully it wasn't too bright before. But yeah, you could definitely see I'm a bit highlighted. I'm gonna go ahead and try out the mascara now. This is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm actually having a really good time filming it, and I'm just being pleasantly surprised by so many of the products. Okay, here we have this little mascara. As expected, a little applicator. So let's go ahead and try the upper lashes. All right, so I worked at this for a little while. Not the, you know, most pigmented and powerful mascara ever, but I did get some stuff out of it. But yeah, not my favorite product. We're gonna move on to the last product, which is lips. I have two options here. The first one is a femme lipstick from Clean Color, and this is in 10 Chocolate. And then we have the Clean Color, again, Everlasting Lipstick in 732 Burnt Sugar. I think I'm gonna go with the Burnt Sugar. If I don't like this, I'll just take it off and go with the Palmer's instead. All right. It's looking pretty good. Here is my full face with products only from Daiso and the Dollar Tree. And to be honest, I am like kind of shocked by how well some of these products worked out. I love how my eyebrows turned out. I love how my eyeliner turned out. The lip color is beautiful. I would say the skin products, a little like, not so sure about those. But I mean, everything else was pretty good. Okay, let me rate my top 5. Yeah, top 5. In 5th place, we have the Clean Color Everlasting Lipstick in Burnt Sugar. This was effective. The color payoff is nice. It didn't say it was gonna be a matte lipstick, and it definitely isn't, but I think it's a nice lipstick. Then we have coming in the Santee Mineral Compact Powder. This actually had a lot more payoff than I thought it was gonna have, and it definitely helped mattify the skin a little bit. I think, you know, I'm kind of just hot, so I'm sweating a bit, so that's what's coming through, but this definitely helped the makeup just not be so sticky. Then I would say, oh, this is hard, actually. Okay, the LA Color eyeshadow. You know, not the best color payoff, but I used it for multiple things on my face. I used it for my eyebrows, for my eyeshadow, and for highlighter. So this was just very multifunctional. And I would have to say, okay, I'm just gonna tie this for the top because I really like both of these products so much. This eyebrow pencil went on beautifully, and so did this eyeliner. I'm so shocked about these two products. So this one was from Daiso, and this one was from Dollar Tree. Least favorite products would have to be these two. The mascara especially, you know, it went on, but it took a lot of work off camera to get this little amount of mascara on my eyelashes. So, I mean, for $1, okay, but not very worth it for me. And then the LA Color Liquid Makeup. The thing is, it gave me some coverage, but without the powder, it was so sticky. Like, I wish I could explain how sticky it was on my skin. And it was more like a tinted moisturizer, to be honest. So, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this, purely because of just how it felt on my skin. And I mean, even now, my skin doesn't feel the best, you know, but the powder definitely helped bring down the stickiness. Also, I mean, this stick I think was just the wrong color for me. So I feel like if it was the correct color, this could have been really great. And the concealer, you know, it did its job. I concealed under my eyes a bit. It wasn't the craziest coverage, but when I combined these two, it worked and it actually went into my skin. I don't really see too much like, I do see some of my lines a little bit, but nothing too crazy. All right, now I'm just doing like a review, like a re-review of all the products. In any case, I honestly thought that this was very pleasantly surprising. I had a lot of fun filming this as well. I definitely want to do more videos like this. This was a lot of fun. I want to do like a drugstore makeup video next, I think. So if you have any drugstore products that you really love, please comment down below and let me know what those are. If you enjoyed watching this video and you haven't yet, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!